All right, and there you have it. There's Facebook Live video recording. And let's go ahead and get a podcast audio recording. All right, trigger warnings up the yazoo, if you will. Trigger warnings. All right, so winesolomedia.com. And right before going live, folks over at Redneck Revolt were hitting me up with this racist nurse at the Chicago hospital. Pretty ill. I want to take a closer look at it in on the evening wine cellar. But yeah, racist nurse. Are patients safe with the racist nurse at the Chicago hospital? Katie Scarlett, and what's his last name? Stanek. Katie Scarlett Stanek. Highly racist, dangerous nurse working in the hospital. People are vulnerable. And just, I think they call it horophobic, anti-sex worker, just all around complete and utter character. Let me get right down to the business. I saw this. I actually saw this in my Facebook's news feed before I went to go do show prep, where it probably would have came up in my news.google feed. But I saw this shared by Fox Giselle, trans woman, rapper, producer, music video director, and you know, like dead serious too. Like that's like Fox Giselle is career heavy. All right, now but this is an update to a murder that we covered. Some ex significant others charged in a Jacksonville transgender woman's murder. And this article went up by Eric Avenir of News4Jax out of Jacksonville. And ex-boyfriend charged with attempted murder. Okay, wait a second. All right. Charged with attempted murder in the shooting last month of transgender woman in Northwest Jacksonville, authorities said Monday. His name is Cory Fisher-Thompson. He's a 25-year-old individual, I see the mugshot image. I really would have thought this cat was like 40, 38 or so. But a 25-year-old individual was taken into custody and booked Friday into the Duval County jail on charges of attempted murder and possession of a firearm by a felon. According to the sheriff's office. Now, the sheriff's office said that that Mr. Fisher-Thompson, who was involved in an on-again, off-again relationship with the victim for 2 years, shot the victim June 8th following an unspecific dispute. Jesus Christ. The victim, whose name News4Jax is not releasing. So this is not an update. This is new. My bad. Fox Giselle said this was an update. That's why I should read it first. So damn, this is brand new because right now it's June 9th. So this was yesterday. So the victim whose name is not being released by News4Jax was found with multiple gunshot wounds near West 29th Street and North Lee Street about 4:15 in the a.m. that morning. A neighbor who did not want to be identified said she heard the gunshots. Quote, "I heard the woman yelling for help. I peeked out the window, but the only thing I could see through the trees was someone laying on the ground. Then I saw the police," end quote. Police said the shooting victim, one of 4 transgender women shot in Jacksonville since February, was expected to recover from her wounds. No arrests have been announced in the other attacks. The jail logs show that Mr. Fisher-Thompson remains in custody in lieu of $1,110,000 bail. Motherfucker. All right, so that is one that is to be updated. All right, that is fresh. And let's take a look over here. There's Makai Loco up in the joint. And yeah, so when I was born William Joseph Washington, and then the foster care system fucked that all up. But there's a nigga in the privately owned social networks. His name is William Washington, and he's in this black group that I'm in, and God, black niggas is so damn Democrat, just like very partisan. A lot of these niggas are. And he posts shit and comments on shit critiquing from the left of the Democrats, and they is be not like that. Right. So the intercept.com, they have their title of their article is MSNBC does not merely permit fabrications against Democratic Party critics. Ooh. It encourages and rewards them, right? MSNBC does not merely permit fabrications against Democratic Party critics. It encourages and rewards them. That's the headline that you see going up. And you could tell when niggas do not look at the article or the video evidence in the article. Like they just jump right in. And like Alex said, I'm sure everything over at Faux News is 100% accurate. LMAO, hashtag opinions matter. It's like, now how come someone critiquing MSNBC who's not a right winger makes you immediately say, oh, but what? So I guess you think Fox News is the shit. But we're not right wingers. And another one is like, another one says like almost the same thing. LOL, old news. I mean, how long has Fox been doing exactly what is described here? Actually, you can replace MSNBC with The Intercept and Democrats with progressives in this article, and it be true. Time for the editorials to stop pretending like there is 100% objective media outlets. They're not partisan themselves. Wise news consumers concern themselves with the journalism, not the pundits on TV or the editorialists at online media sources. Okay, so you're wise, therefore you don't concern yourself with this, you concern yourself with that. Nigga, I'm concerned with propaganda. And that's propaganda and arguing against propaganda. All right. Let's see. And another one said, if you would give your opinion on the accuracy and the quality of news reported by those on the Fox channel, I'd like to know. And also, and Rush Limbaugh and Pat Buchanan. Like, see, they see everything. They think binary. All they know is Republican, Democrat. All right, that's the end of it for them. And so, and what this is pointing out is that some blackface that the Democrats put up on MSNBC, who was being hosted by another blackface that the Democrats put up on MSNBC to coddle and placate niggas. This was on August 20th, 2016. Joy Reid was on there doing her nigga placate games and had a nigga named Nance. Like, that's actually his name is Malcolm Nance, Nance, and had him on there placating niggas, placating and pandering to niggas for Democrats, and had him on there. And he made a claim about Jill Stein. Keep in mind, Phoenix Calida voted for Jill Stein. And Phoenix Calida is a queer black woman, ex-sex worker. How do you intend to earn her vote back for your precious Democrats? All right, now check this out. A little video clip here.
Jill Stein was sitting at Putin's table.
Yes, Jill Stein was sitting at Putin's table.
Jill Stein was sitting at Putin's table right with General Flynn.
Jill Stein has a show on Russia Today.
Jill Stein was sitting.
All right, now, he said Jill Stein has a show on Russia Today. So now, all the so-called white allies and all the knuckles being placated by the black faces the Democrats put up on MSNBC, in their heads, yeah, Jill Stein has a show on Russia Today. She has a show on there. You know, because while campaigning and shit, she has time to do a show on Russia Today. All right, and they never went to even attempt to pretend to fix that. And you have folks on the Twitters, Adam Johnson, saying, hey, you might want to fix that. That nigga Glenn Greenwald over there saying, hey, you might want to fix that. Glenn Greenwald is more like civil liberties type of guy, more so than like all out leftist. Glenn Greenwald, I never found him or understood him to be a leftist. He's just a civil liberties journalist is all. But you got heads like Bob Kincaid. They literally call people like me the Greenwaldian left. And it's like, I don't know Glenn Greenwald shit like that. Like, I think about folks that tune into the Wine Cellar. How often do you hear me say, and this article by Glenn Greenwald's making a lot of sense, guys. Let's get into this. Oh, nigga. I don't know his shit like that. And then Malcolm Nance publishes a tweet July 7th, 2018 saying, and it's a response. I think, yeah. Okay, let's see. So he says, read, Glenn Greenwald shows his true colors as an agent of Trump in Moscow. Now we know why he helped Snowden defect, covers for WikiLeaks, attack on democracy, and shills for Fox News. Just like, now why do you think these fucking placated niggas over here in this group, and the name of the group is Black Studies and Critical Thinking, but here's this Malcolm Nance who got put up on by Democrats to be a blackface on MSNBC to placate gullible niggas, by blackface Joy-Ann Reid on MSNBC to placate gullible niggas, and he said anybody critiquing is a shill for Fox News. He's deep in the Kremlin pocket. This nigga Malcolm Nance said those words on purpose. He's deep in the Kremlin pocket. Yeah, like that's the shit that's going on there. Let's move it along. Morning Wine Cellar, July 9th, 2018. This coming off of a website I've never seen before. It's called nostraightnews.com, and it's and like their sub sort of logo thing is LGBTQ buzz. And their article up here is a Republican family values lawmaker resigns after being caught having sex with a man in his office. Now, what's interesting, when you read that, one of the first things you're going to notice is the word sex is censored. Like the letter E is cut out. I don't know why there's an asterisk for the E. Maybe because it was the dirty non-Jesus sex. So and this individual's name is Wes Goodman, and the Republican frequently says, and this is the article. I don't see the name of the journalist. This might just be website posted, sort of just a website. We put stuff up collectively. The Republican frequently says natural marriage is between a man and a woman. Well, Mr. Wes Goodman, a state legislator for Ohio, has already been forced to resign after a witness to the reported extramarital affair told the Ohio House Chief of Staff. The 33-year-old Republican state legislator was asked to leave by Clifford Rosenberger, who is the Speaker of the Ohio House. Rosenberger released a statement to the press reading, quote, I was alerted to the details yesterday afternoon regarding his involvement in an inappropriate behavior related to his state office. I met with him later in the day where he acknowledged and confirmed the allegations. It became clear that his resignation was the most appropriate course of action for him, his family, the constituents of the 87th House District, and this institution. Mr. Goodman, who routinely promotes family values, is married to a woman who is an assistant director of an annual abortion rally known as March for Life. According to the IJR, Mr. Goodman would regularly contact men fellers, usually between 18 and 24. That's good. That's about good age right there. That's good strapping young age. I tell you what, nice strong back. Usually aged between 18 and 24, and in the Republican movement on Facebook Messenger. One alleged victim, who wishes to remain anonymous, told the IJR he received a friend request from Mr. Goodman, who started discussing various political things. Before 2 weeks later, asking for the man's Snapchat details. Quote, he constantly sent me snaps and was always commenting on my stories. He also asked how much a pussy I was getting and wondered what I was doing on Friday and Saturday nights. End quote. There have been further reports that the legislator has pursued multiple men on Capitol Hill, sending suggestive messages. The Washington Post also reported that Mr. Goodman has been accused of predatory behavior, fondling an 18-year-old male's privates when he was asleep. So he's on some stalker, creepy, rapist shit. You know, and I get like all right, so he's, you know, trying to get it on with the fellers. He's fucking around with the age thing, a little creepy to me. And also it's like, nigga, just be gay. Nigga, fuck your family. You got a high ass salary, switch parties, right? You could stay in the same field of work, switch parties, nigga. People are partisan as fuck. The Democrats will take you, all right? If you've seen who the wine cellar has shown that the Democrats have been endorsing, don't trip, nigga. Switch parties, the Democrats will take you. All right, MSNBC will make you a contributor. Just go in there, say Russia hacked your Facebook, blam, you're in there. Say fucking Russia hacked your penis, blam, you're in there. Like, boom, you're a Democrat. Same field of work, same salary, maybe more. You be aight, nigga. You be aight. All right, trying to help a white man out. That's all I'm trying to do. And then just going back to this Katie Scarlett, just so folks know, so are patients of Chicago hospital safe with racist nurse Katie Scarlett? Katie, and it's apparently there's I gotta ask that nigga. I don't know if it's this film Gone with the Wind where this name comes from, but like when you just see Katie Scarlett. Scarlett is not their last name. Apparently, like, that's the name of someone from the film. A bunch of people named their kids Katie Scarlett after that, but their last name is something different. And this one's last name is, let's bring that up and take a look at that again. Stanek. Katie Scarlett Stanek. All right. And daughter Caitlin and son Corbin. All right, so I'm pretty sure they're racist too because, well, who raised them? All right, so wherever they work, there's a fucking racist working there. All right, so and what does Katie Scarlett think? This is a verbatim quote from Katie Scarlett Stanek. Quote, because there's ableism and all sorts of shit going on in here. All right, here you go. How retarded can you idiots actually be? If they were not caught breaking our laws, they wouldn't be separated from their kids. They know the consequences. I guess we should just let drug dealers, rapists, murderers all go free because some of them have kids. If I had my way, they would all be lined up and shot. We would booby trap our border and they wouldn't even make it here alive in the first place. I'm super proud of our border patrol and all they do to keep my family safe from these greasy criminals. I was really disappointed in President Trump for the first time for changing our strategy. We need to make them know that they will never be welcome here until they come here legally, period. That's Katie Scarlett Stanek. Daughter Caitlin, son Corbin, racist working at the Chicago hospital in Illinois. And taking a look at the archive chat space before I hit stop here, there's Mackay saying, but is he gay or just an opportunistic predator? Said, I feel like a lot of these motherfuckers go after the dudes because they think they can get away with it. Ooh, excuse me. And that's the commentary from Makai in the archive chat space. I don't know, man. Like, it felt, right? It ain't gay. It's just politicking. That's all. That's right. It ain't gay. It's just lobbying. Just being senatorial. Man, Jesus Christ. All right, we'll see what the hell's going on. I have some show prep set up for tonight's episode, but I don't have whatever the main story is going to be. I don't have that yet. I just have all the side stories. PayPal.me/Phoenix and William. Patreon.com/Wine Cellar Media Fund. Program is available across multiple outlets, and still waiting for iTunes to approve the social dissonance program into their feed. Have a good one.